survival and sacrifice. The cycle that unfolds endlessly in the outback. Hovering like a bird of prey, he has been waiting for the right time and place to strike. But there have been no signs of weakness in the object of his hunger. Tonight, there will be no self-doubt, only certainty that starts on a cellular level in the struggle for supremacy of this white-lined wilderness. Andy Murray for his first major title. Roger Federer for his 16th. In the men's final of the Australian Open.
Maybe US Open, you could think he crumbled there a bit under pressure, possibly, because being in the finals the year before and the whole thing. But I think once your game is good enough, you know, even on your off days to come through, I think that's what he's proving here at the Australian Open now. So he's one match away. I'll make sure he won't happen. He didn't win the first one, I think doesn't help, you know, for the second one around. Plus he's playing, you know, me, who's won many Grand Slams prior to that, and I've been able to win here 3 times, so I know what it takes and how to do it. Taking anything away from him, but I think a few times he played me, I wasn't at my very, very best. I know that he'd like to win the first for British tennis since, what is it, 150,000 years, so...
It's actually only 74 years.
And not how many years did I say?
So 150,000.
Okay. I missed it by just a little bit too.
Playing against Roger is going to make it special, but also, you know, incredibly difficult. The achievement of winning a Grand Slam is obviously, you know, a great thing to do in tennis, but, you know, if you can do it against Roger, that's probably the greatest player of all time, would make it extra special.
It was a bit tougher than the second one, but he's playing, you know, me, who's been able to win here 3 times, so I know what it takes and how to do it, you know. He really needs it more than I do.
Serve aggressively on the first serve, you can get some cheap points. Take a few risks on the second serve. And most importantly, break down that Fed backhand.
First serve, don't press, hit your 123, 124, 125 mile per hour serve. Restart the point. Sometimes if you feel like you're hitting 6, 7, 8 great shots to win a point, just bun it back down the middle of the court. You're up against one of the best defenders. Get to the net. That's where you beat this.
Some aggression from Murray in the very first point.
Look, Murray's played some huge matches, obviously, including the major final.
Playing down the middle and waiting for the mistake. That's
wow. That's a brilliant backhand right here. Oh, yes.
And he has the early break as Murray agile to see him stumble over his own feet after the point. does have a tremendous break game and all the returning
right now.
That's his telltale sign of tension for sure.
Some speed, that'll help him. Got it. Yep. Missed that. Called
good on the line.
He likes to watch a lot of tape and study other players. That's where it pays off.
He stayed at home there and breaks right back. So Murray back on even terms. Misfire, great defending and the opening.
Well, you're
still break point. Read it beautifully, stayed at home. Had a look at tonight.
No. Well, this one's shaping up to be real tough. I mean, you can see because he plays offense more consistently.
And he uses the serve weapon to dig out a try.
They have to make.
Works on the backhand and entices the shank. There it is.
Well, that gives Federer a chance to get on the run and hit a forehand. That's where Rogers is real dangerous because he can start to flow and be more aggressive. His running forehand, Federer's, is much better than anyone's, including Murray's.
15 long.
9 strokes.
Well, that's a big serve. Very interesting.
15 seconds.
You see these numbers.
It's one of his more.
Oh, that's beautifully done. What an angle from Federer.
Yeah, the forehand dictating now.
Well, you know, he has so many options.
30 long.
But it probably bothers Murray less than most opponents. I mentioned
There's a good news, bad news for Murray. The good news is
Tried to hit it around the net post. It worked the other night for Murray, but that sails long, and Federer tucks away this opening set. 6-3. Let's go around the corner. Superbox 22 to Chris and DJ.
On a hard court. Something tells me Federer is not going to let it slip away like he did against Del Potro, the world #1.
There's the first ace, Patrick, but not just the lack of ace. You go into a match and you tell yourself and you tell them.
There you go.
And that 4-match winning streak against him. Steady tennis often did win the match.
So there again, that's an example. It's an important point.
A little bit of the days you played, he's got a little bit of the throwback style.
Oh, no, I don't think there's any comparison there, really. Look, technique is so much stronger and flexible than whatever I ever had. That's good stuff.
You won Grand Slam titles
There's
early.
a lot of urgency right now, but I think we do.
I do, yeah. Hello! Well, Federer sending the message to Murray. Welcome to a major final, young chap.
Rosewall says we didn't do that quite the same in our day. 97 miles per hour on that 4.
Another message. He's flowing now. Look
Look
out.
the backhand now. Federer up a set and now up a break. And you told the world that you've learned from the last final that
Oh, this is unreal now. Because if he starts to freewheel it a little bit, this match could get away from you in a hurry.
when they played in New York, Patrick, Federer broke Murray at love 3 straight times when the similar type of That's better. He went for his biggest first serve of the match so far. Nasty slice, countered with nasty slice.
He's not going to make that mistake again.
Then he brought the changeup there in that last serve. Goes back out wide with great effect.
And a little extra juice on that serve. Grass.
Again, short ball, and not enough with it. Federer's flexing his back a little bit in the match against Chilich.
It's the combination again with the control. And the serve has been just a huge difference.
So many big matches. He's unsettled in his service games in these big finals. Wow. Murray has to fight
4 times. Forehand winners, just 3 for Murray. There's 4.
And he can play in 2 major finals.
I saw John Lloyd, by the way, right up here. He's commentating back to great.
Wow. This is a comfortable closing. Not like the... The second set finishes with a flourish. And Roger just 1 winning set away from major title number 16. Murray's made no progress in an hour and a half toward his first. To Chris and BG.
No hesitation from Federer. That's the big difference between these two. The offense.
So quickly.
So often majors are won because by the time a guy arrives
off the ground. Final. You need great offense. Like that. You need to do that consistently.
The first that he's had since the opening set. Oh, had it lined up. Frustrating because he counterpunched the whole point. And flicker.
And this has been a clear part of Federer's game plan tonight because Murray likes to give ground. See how he likes to back up there? And Federer has used this beautifully.
Murray's best service game. Play that style.
Oh, yes. Federer just holding that ball.
Or will he take it more accurately? serve in this.
For a Scot.
Yes. Well, traditionally the Scots don't like the English. I'm sorry, Scottish lady over there. But the English have always loved the Scottish.
Ladies and gentlemen, Federer challenging the call on the right far side line. Ball was called out.
He won't raise a finger or even the racket. Just does it verbally.
Yeah, Murray's walking to the other side, so he thinks it was good, and it was.
Game Federer.
Aces number 8 and 9 to close out the game.
That's a big forehand there.
That was point construction, Derek. With a break chance. Unable to seize his chance. Going to take everything that Murray's got back there to avoid caving in it.
And that's one of the few.
Luckily for him, he's still got an effective first serve.
30 long.
Jokes, and we have the data to prove it. 70 miles an hour in the first 2 sets. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Late call about.
Ball was called out.
So a challenge from Murray. It caught the line.
His fitness level is just unbelievable.
Pierre Paganini kind of designs his fitness regime. It's kind of pre-final hit with a junior tonight.
And again, Murray, he's just got Murray on the chain in that round. Easy service game right here.
Confidence in the serve.
Got it.
Federer took a big cut at the return, but mishit it. That's tough.
Neither guy that's a tremendous point.
Denied again. That's it. A very sweet number 16 for Federer.
It is his 16th Grand Slam singles final. He is the king. He is the master. He is the Australian Open champion of 2010. He is Roger Federer of Switzerland.
He regains this title that he yielded the last couple of years. And Murray's major moment will have to wait as the great British drought continues. Patrick, this looked pretty routine in regulation for 2 sets, but what a fight in the final set.
You could tell he's emotional. Again, you're just not going to beat Roger Federer in a big match like this when it's all on the line by waiting for things to happen. You have to make it happen. And Federer came out and imposed his game, and he just never felt uncomfortable, Chris.
7-6 in a 13-11 tiebreak. Murray unable to summon the special performance he knew it would take. And Roger Federer back on top, down under, with major title number 16. Back for analysis and, of course, the trophy presentations live from Melbourne after this.
Roger Federer with his 16th career Grand Slam title. Took it 7-6, the tiebreak in the third set, the longest tiebreak to end a men's Australian Open final ever. But it's Federer over Andy Murray in straight sets. 3 of his last 4 major finals, in fact, 9 in all have been won in straight sets. Most major singles titles. He's up there all alone. Roger Federer with number 16. He now sits 2 shy of Chris Evert and Martina Navratilova. You have to start looking to the ladies at this point, as he's on his own when it comes to the men all time. Point number 3. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. First serve percentage, the edge goes to Federer, and that's been the trend.
You know, the one number that really stuck out to me, if you would have told me before the match started that Roger Federer would have the same number of backhand winners as Andy Murray, I would have never believed it.
And they each had 6.
Andy Murray only 6.
Runner-up. It was a sterling performance, and as Jeff said, he could be tomorrow's man. Tonight, he is the runner-up in this year's Australian Open, Andy Murray.
Okay. Firstly, congratulate Roger. His achievements in tennis are incredible, and to keep doing it year after year, it's pretty special. He was a lot better than me tonight, so well done for that. I'd like to thank all you guys. The support I got the whole tournament was great. Loved every minute of it, and hopefully one time I can come back and win here. Got great support back home the last couple of weeks. Sorry I couldn't do it for you tonight, but I can cry like Roger. It's just a shame I can't play like him. I'd like to thank my team. I'm done. Sorry.
Well done, Andy. I don't think there'll be any tears from our winner. Quite simply, he is the master of the Grand Slam and our champion for 2010, Roger Federer.
Well, at least this guy announced it that he was going to have some tears, and he did it. So he does way better than me. I didn't want to do it last year, and I did. So no, but Andy, look, you played. This is a bit low. Well done for your incredible tournament. You played fantastic, and you're too good of a player not to win a Grand Slam. So don't worry about it. Then, of course, I mean, I'm over the moon winning this again. I think I played some of my best tennis again in my life these last 2 weeks. So this is obviously a very special moment. Sharing this again with you guys, you get the best out of me. You really. So thank you. Sure, I'd like to thank the tournament, the sponsors, Kia Motors, Jacobs Creek, ANZ, Rolex for making this wonderful tournament for us players. We love coming down here. Otherwise, we wouldn't all be here. So thanks to them, and of course my group. You guys are amazing. You know, sticking through with me for 3 weeks. It's not an easy thing, but you guys accept me the way I am. But thanks. It's also very special, the first Grand Slam as a father. So obviously this means the world to me. It's not the girls there. She didn't grow that much yet, my daughter. Yesterday's 6 months, today's 8 years old. No. No, look, I'm looking forward to next year. Maybe they'll sit in the box as well on finals day. That would be amazing. But thanks for all your support. I'll see you next year. Thanks very much.
Well, Federer wants to play long enough, he says, for his twin daughters to be able to see him play. They're 6 months. It's going to take a few years, but maybe this guy's got a few more years in him. I thought that was very telling, by the way, Murray's reaction. You don't often see emotion from the Scot. His voice cracked when he talked about being unable to win it for the folks back home in Great Britain as the drought now extends to 279 majors. And you saw the emotion there. You saw the weight of the expectation begin to show, and he doesn't often acknowledge that.
Yeah, I think that was that's what that was. I mean, I think as much as he's handled it well, and we heard from some of the British scribes that you know, being down here in Australia has been a little easier on him. I think it's tough, you know, and obviously to do it against Roger Federer, the greatest of all time, makes it that much tougher. But I think, as Roger said, he's too good of a player, and he's going to win one of these at some point.
Yeah, Federer said, don't worry about it, but it may be after Federer retires.
Yeah, maybe wait a few years, but
major title, number 16. Still number 1 of the world, 268 weeks, tying him with Jimmy Connors, and he's chasing Pete Sampras in that department too now. Roger Federer, the man of Melbourne, for the 4th time as he regains the Australian Open title. Been slipped away the last couple of years, and he now holds 3 of the 4 Grand Slam titles. Only the U.S. Open, which got away in the 5th set against Del Potro, lacking. Final thoughts from Darren Cahill. Keller?
Yeah, not too many people left here. An amazing feeling for Roger Federer to win the 4th time here at the Australian Open. Just an incredible job. Came out here with a terrific game plan, executed it beautifully, and I thought Andy Murray will learn a lot from this match. We saw some great stuff in that 3rd set. If he can take that type of performance into a slam final next time, I think he's going to do much better. But a great effort from Roger Federer. He's come here with a purpose. He prayed all the whole 2 weeks. The first round a little bit up and down against Igor Andreev, but since that first round we've seen the very best of Roger Federer. So congratulations to him. 16 major wins, and it doesn't look like stopping anytime soon. Chris?
Well, Darren, he said he thought he played some of his best tennis ever. That's pretty high standard the last couple of weeks, and he's still doing that at age 28 and a half.
Yeah, and you know what, Pierre, his fitness trainer, deserves a lot of credit for that as well, because the guy's moving around the court as well as he was when he was 22 years of age. He's walking over here pretty close at the moment, but must be an amazing feeling for him. I don't see the wheels coming off for another 3 or 4 years, the way he's moving around the court, playing beautifully, serving beautifully, and he's a Grand Slam player. He saves the best for the big tournaments.
That's for sure. 16-6 in major finals. Pretty respectable winning percentage. We'll be back.
Survival and sacrifice. The cycle that unfolds endlessly in the outback. Hovering like a bird of prey, he has been waiting for the right time and place to strike. But there have been no signs of weakness in the object of his hunger. Tonight, there will be no self-doubt, only certainty that starts on a cellular level in the struggle for supremacy of this white-lined wilderness. Andy Murray for his first major title. Roger Federer for his 16th. In the men's final of the Australian Open.
Maybe US Open, you could think he crumbled there a bit under pressure, possibly, because being in the finals the year before and the whole thing. But I think once your game is good enough, you know, even on your off days to come through, I think that's what he's proving here at the Australian Open now. So he's one match away. I'll make sure he won't happen. He didn't win the first one, I think doesn't help, you know, for the second one around. Plus he's playing, you know, me, who's won many Grand Slams prior to that, and I've been able to win here 3 times, so I know what it takes and how to do it. Taking anything away from him, but I think a few times he played me, I wasn't at my very, very best.
I know that he'd like to win the first for British tennis since, what is it, 150,000 years, so...
It's actually only 74 years.
And not how many years did I say?
150,000.
Okay. I missed it by just a little bit too.
playing against Roger, who's going to make it special, but also, you know, incredibly difficult. The achievement of winning a Grand Slam is obviously, you know, a great thing to do in tennis, but, you know, if you can do it against Roger, that's probably the greatest player of all time, would make it extra special.
It was a bit tougher than the second one, but he's playing, you know, me, who's been able to win here 3 times, so I know what it takes and how to do it, you know. He really needs it more than I do.
Serve aggressively on the first serve. You can get some cheap points. Take a few risks on the second serve. And most importantly, break down that Fed backhand.
First serve, don't press, hit your 123, 124, 125 mile per hour serve. Restart the point. Sometimes if you feel like you're hitting 6, 7, 8 great shots to win a point, just bunt it back down the middle of the court. You're up against one of the best defenders. Get to the net. That's where you beat this.
Some aggression from Murray in the very first point.
Look, Murray's played some huge matches, obviously, including the major final.
Playing down the middle and waiting for the mistake. That's
wow. That's a brilliant backhand right here. Oh, yes.
And he has the early break as Murray. And agile to see him stumble over his own feet after the point. Where he does have a tremendous break game and all the returning
right now.
That's his telltale sign of tension for sure.
Some speed, that'll help him. He's got it. Yep. Called
good on the line.
He likes to watch a lot of tape and study other players. That's where it pays off.
He stayed at home there and breaks right back. So Murray back on even terms. Misfire, great defending and the opening.
Well, you're
still break point. beautifully, stayed at home. Had a look at tonight.
No. Well, this one's shaping up to be real tough. I mean, you can see because he plays offense more consistently.
And he uses the serve weapon to dig out a